Live from the Finnerman Pavilion here in Pennsylvania for this Big East matchup between the number 11 Marquette Golden Eagles and the unranked Villanova Wildcats. But it's a Big East game, and I expect fireworks here tonight. Joining me in the booth is my main man, Spooky. What's up, Spooks?
Yo, how you doing, man?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. I'm looking forward to this game. Obviously, congratulations to Rusty. Coaching his 100th game here in the CSBA, all here as the Marquette Golden Eagles. So congrats to him on that milestone here tonight. But what are you looking forward to between these two Big East rivals?
Yeah, man. So for Marquette, you know, they got a few decent players. You know, looking at this, Akerwood, you know, being one, Archer Ike being another. Dan Gilsack and even Jimmy Lyons. Like, I feel like they got a lot of people, and even a few others that I haven't named, that have the potential to go off for 10 plus almost every single night, just from the looks of it. And for Villanova, though, looks like they have some good players too. Debbie Turner being one, you know, William Davis, Billy Hoyle, just to name a few. So could be an interesting game. You know, everyone loves the conference play. You never know what can happen.
And Marquette off to a quick 4-0 start here. Yeah, I mean, I'll say this about both teams. I know Marquette feels like they're hitting their stride right now. Villanova is still searching for their identity. Like you said, you have some good players, certainly putting up some good numbers. Got a new coach, though, new system rolling here in Pennsylvania. So we'll see how that plays out throughout their season as well as this game. But Nova not able to get on the board yet here in the early going. 6:26 to go here in the first quarter. Ike going to send it down low to Langston. Mismatch in the low post. And most centers are going to eat up that in a bully ball matchup.
True.
So Nova looking for their first points of the game here, 2 minutes in. Sugar Mama going to hand that off to Williams. Hoyle going to set a screen for Williams. 3 ball, no good. Ball comes down to Freddie Brody. He's going to look to try to push the pace here. Good job by Nova, though, to get back in transition. A little pick and roll action. Ike. Good challenge there down low by Villanova.
It looked like he had the lane there, but wanted the floater instead.
Yeah, I think he settled. Dante Jackson getting Nova on the board with their first bucket. 1 of 5 here to start. Brody spots up for 3. Can't get it to go. Marquette going to get to retain possession here as Debbie Turner could not handle and hold on to the ball there.
Yeah, and you got to shut out Gish for fighting down low, because if it wasn't for that, I don't think it would have been deflected out of bounds.
Ike from the elbow, 10 seconds on the shot clock here. Gish going to set a screen for Brody. Brody's got a step on Turner, then steps back. 2 ball up is good.
That was a little razzle-dazzle on that one.
Yeah, he kind of had him on a string there. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing on a string. Hoyle blocked by Diddy Langston. Ike doing a good job trying to get Marquette out in transition as much as they can before the Nova defense sets. High floater by Ike is good.
He's got a good touch, though. A nice soft touch at the rim.
Not to start. Nova wanted on their home court. 1 of 6 here so far. Everything that they've had here has been pretty much contested. Turner knocks that one down off the outside screen just inside the 3-point line.
Very deep, too.
So timeout on the court. We'll stay right here. 10-4, 4:24 to go in the first quarter. We'll see some subs here to see what the bench units can do. Oh, and my display capture got screwed up. That's weird. 12-4 Marquette just knocked that last bucket down. Did not catch who did it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was distracted. I was muted for a
Ah,
second.
you're good. Good active
Oh, good
hands
D.
by Diddley coming up with the steal. And he's going to go in for the two-handed flush. Drive, foul, counted in one. No, but Gilsack going to get charged with his first foul.
Thought that was gonna get a lucky roll there for a second.
Yeah, where is everybody tonight?
I was just thinking that.
Quiet here in Finneran Pavilion. Crowd not into this game right now, and rightfully so. Their team trailing by 9. Pass inside to Akerwood. Oh, I thought that could have been a traveling violation, but they're going to call a foul on Pope.
I had him double teamed. If they would have not fouled, I think that might have been a missed shot.
You know, very interesting as you kind of look at, you know, the matchups across the board. You know, last week Villanova lost a heartbreaker to North Carolina, who went on to beat Virginia Tech tonight. So, like, where does that put Villanova in the conversation, right? I mean, like, they haven't found their footing yet. Are they technically better than Virginia Tech? You know, I don't know. Right now, Marquette doing a number on them, both offensively and defensively. They're gonna need to really dig in, though. Mullins gonna drive, and Pope sends it back to the third row. Well, that was Love.
That's a
Excuse
big
me.
block when you think shot clock and everything too. Only 1.6 left.
Yeah, that was Tyler Love. Can get a catch and shoot off here, for sure. Pope does and can't get it to fall.
Probably not the guy you want taking that last second jumper.
(18-5). Marquette just kind of getting what they want here. Gay gonna get it out to Pope. Fires up the three. Bang! And a much needed three.
He's got that behind the head jumper. Almost looked really hard to block.
Three ball by Wood in the corner. Can't get it to go. Somehow Gilsack comes away with it and takes advantage.
Yeah, Villanova's really got to dial it in here. With a much-needed timeout called by Villanova right here with 1:52 left.
Yeah, rough first quarter for the Wildcats. 12 right now. Gay with the ball. Little pick and roll action. He decides to fire up the three. Back rim clang. Diddley on the other side. Nothing but the bottom of the net for three.
And not what Villanova wants to see, especially after just calling a timeout.
Yeah, that's a 6-point swing, a 3-point miss, and a 3-point make. And they are just turning the ball over left and right. And of course, everything going Marquette's way, they win the tip. Wood inside, lays it up and in.
But that just felt way too easy.
Pass inside. Davis. Nice finish there at the rim. Villanova's still in this game. Obviously, 3 quarters to go here. We got to dig in and get some stops. Cannot keep letting Marquette just get what they want and count it in and one. And we're almost at a 20-point mark already here in the first quarter. Rusty says 100 points for his 100th game. That's the goal here tonight.
Good plan.
Well, right now they're off to a red-hot start, 28-10, 18-point lead. Nova needs to find some offense here. Mullins to Davis. Spin move by Davis. He's going to drive, dumps it off to Pope, kicks it outside of Mullins. I don't know if I like that. I would, and again, now he turns it over. I would have rather him attempt to take it to the basket, draw a foul, or something there. Just a higher percentage look underneath and kicking it into the 3-point line. So, not liking the choices that I'm seeing from the Wildcats right now. Mullins for 3, off the mark, and that is going to do it for the first quarter. Is a rough one for Villanova. Marquette looking like a top 10 team for sure, even though they're ranked 11th. They are looking strong here tonight, 30-10 after 1. You watch the CSB on Twitch. And a drive and a kick out. Williams was wide open. Did not go there. I would have liked to seen Turner throw that down. I think that was Turner. Mama for 2, no good. Hoyle there for the reverse layup. See, he's got to come down with that.
Yeah.
And Ike.
The percent difference right now is insane. Oh my goodness.
.2-point lead. Turner has been the only guy to really get some points here tonight. I haven't seen much offense from anybody else. 31%. I mean, Marquette's only missed 4 shots out of 18.
Yeah, they're taking lots of dunks, lots of high percentage shots. They're shooting a 3. It's wide open.
Ike blows right by the defender. Yeah, I mean, they're just getting whatever they want right now. Turner, this time off the mark. Pass below to Lyon. Spin move off the glass is good. And Mama drives, can't get to go, gets his own rebound. He's got to go right back up with it. Instead, kicks it out. That's what I mean. A high percentage look is there. Take that. I'd rather you miss inside and then kick it outside. Marquette calls timeout here. And this is where I kind of start coaching the other team, right? Like, you kind of want to go. I'd rather you miss higher percentage looks than just keep firing up 3s and shots from the outside.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you have a better shot at drawing a foul, maybe getting an N1, and at the very least you got a higher percentage look. So that's just my mentality. But Ike, the Lions for 3, good ball movement by Marquette.
Ooh. Oh, and 1, count the bucket.
And again, it's, we just talked about that, right? Look at what he got. He got an N1. But 38-14, rough go here for the Wildcats.
Oof. There's a wide open layup again. No defense here from Villanova.
Three ball missed in and out, and this one is. I mean, right now, Nova, really looking like a shell of themselves. I mean, Marquette just taking them to the woodshed. But right now the way Villanova is playing, if they score 10 points a quarter, they could be looking at the lowest CSBA score ever. So, and there's talent on this team. You're looking at Debbie Turner averaging 21 points a game, Sugar Mama Billy Hoyle averaging 12 a game, William Davis averaging 10 a game. Like, we're not seeing any of those guys really step up here, and everything is a miss on two on top of it. Mama. Tested two, no good. And again, Brody gets blocked. Finally, some defense being played out there.
Maybe they can get fired up from that little play and start the quest to their long-looking comeback.
Hey, listen, it's still 2.5 quarters left to go here. We saw a 22-point comeback from somebody last week. I think it was Indiana to come back and win in overtime. So you start stepping it up defensively a little bit. Get them to miss. I mean, they're shooting over 80% right now, which is insane. But like, dig your heels in defensively. Get some stops. Get a couple easy baskets. You're not going to win it all on one 3-pointer, right? Like you gotta chip it down. There it is. Draw a foul. Go to the line. Do it with the clock stopped. Like,
yeah.
Just you got to chip away, and it's got to start somewhere, right? I mean, right now Marquette taking Villanova to the woodshed, and it's if I'm Villanova, you got to feel a little bit embarrassed. But again, still got a lot of time left. Davis hits a pair. So I understand you potentially might get in on the podcast. Is that correct?
Yeah, me and Dakota have been actually talking about that like for a while, just like in the works. And I told him I was like, hey, look at Wired's announcement right now. And then he was like, okay, bet. And then here we are.
Yeah, Winley. I think I mentioned Winley wants to get in on it too. So possibility you guys do a three-way there.
Yeah, I told Dakota I like reach out. I was like, we can collab together and that'd be good.
Yeah, I just want to bring some. Listen, I can't do everything. I get stretched thin with the amount that I do. But I feel like this season we got a lot of momentum rolling. I'm seeing more yellows convert to blue chips, which is nice. You're seeing people wanting to lean in and do more, which is also great. And at the end of the day, I can't do it all myself. And right now I'm interviewing for a job, so like I'm hoping that I land it, which means even less free time to do things that I want to do. It doesn't mean I can't still run the league and still do things, but it just, my time starts to get dwindled down. And, I love the content part. I would rather do back-end content than do broadcasts every night.
Yeah.
Like, that's where my creativeness is. But, there's only so much I can do.
Yeah, and I feel like you'd be able to do more because you wouldn't just be like broadcasting isn't the hardest thing in the world, but it is very time consuming. You are here for the whole entire hour, and you have to sit here and pay attention to it.
and I love C-Web to death, and he was not feeling good tonight, so he's like, can we switch for tonight to for tomorrow? And I'm like, which is fine, obviously. Which is, totally respectable. I mean, I've had that. I had it happen to me last week, and he covered for me. So, like that wasn't, I'm not saying it because I'm mad at him. Like, I'm saying it like, hey, I have to cover. Like, who else? We only have 3 broadcasters. So, like, little things,
Yeah.
it just adds up, but my wife is understanding, my family is understanding, but there are times when once the warmer weather rolls around, I have other obligations. My kids have sports. So, if I get a job, things, it's going to change a little bit. So, which is fine, and it's fine, and it's expected to. I mean, I've been able to have a job and run the league before, so it's not like I haven't. It's just the dynamics change, and I feel like we have a lot more people leaned in, invested in the league than we ever have, which is such a blessing in disguise. But it's just that much more that I have to be on top of. So it's nice when guys start to lean in. So I'm thrilled that you guys, the long-winded way of getting that, I'm thrilled to hear you guys looking to do something. So
Heck yeah, man. We're excited to.
Wood drives, lays it up and in. Villanova on pace to shoot 10 points a quarter here. My dog decided she wanted the bark. Molly. Stop. I have guinea pigs that my kids got when they were little that sit in my den. And my wife keeps saying to them every day she cleans the cage, Rainbow Bridge, Rainbow Bridge. Because nobody plays with them. Like, my kids don't even pick them up and hold them anymore. Like, me and my wife are the only ones that do it. So it's like, but I have 2 dogs, and one of them, she likes to bark. And she barks at them every once in a while, which is weird. They'll be out being loud and noisy, whatever, and then out of the blue, she'll just bark at them when they're doing like the bare bones minimum. It's so weird. 40-point lead right now. And news for you: Marquette plays this kind of ball here in the second half. We could be looking at a new points record. So
yeah,
rough first half. I don't know if you really want to get into too much about what Villanova could potentially do here, Spooky, in the second half. But, I mean, what's your take so far? Obviously, we know they're not playing well, but what could they maybe do differently?
And man, what I'd like to see, I guess, because, I mean, there's crazier things that have happened in the world. Maybe we'll see the craziest comeback ever, but I'd just like to see them get a little more aggressive in the paint, try to take it to them. They've barely gotten any shooting foul calls, I feel like, so they really need to try to take it to the chest of some of these players and maybe try to get some and ones, like you said, put some players in foul trouble maybe, and just change the flow of the game a bit and just try to figure something out, because this is a conference game, so you will play this team again, so you do want to try to figure something out towards the second half of this game to put towards the next game when you play them. But they just need to really lock in and take some high percentage shots, like you had said, and just, I don't know, just try to take some positives.
Yeah, I mean, Marquette shooting almost 80%, which got to figure something defensively out. And to your point, you got, even if you don't win this game, you want to walk off the court feeling better about yourself. Play a solid second half and see what, take the momentum into next week, and maybe next time you play these guys, you come out with a different attack.
Agreed.
Let's take a look at the leading scorer at the half here. I don't even know who it's going to be. I'm going to go on a limb and say Akerwood. That's my guess. And I'm right! Look at that.
Hey.
Somebody needs to take that. Oh. Somebody needs to take that man, though, for a haircut.
Cut those curls. Haircut and a nose job.
Rusty's all about ugly looking players. And the funny part is, his twin Murkywood goes to North Carolina. Absolutely lucky that he's in D1 basketball right now. He's atrocious. Finally, a miss from Marquette. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for some, some new content, some new things. I mean, I wish I could even do, podcasts and stuff like that. It's just,
Yeah.
there's a 3-ball. All right, start. That's a good start here for the second half. He said Hook was beautiful, his previous player. I don't know about that. He was no Drake Scott, Rusty, that's for sure. I feel like Coach at halftime may have thrown a chair or something in the locker room. Villanova got playing with a little passion right now.
I mean, if they can come out here and win this second half, at least they can prove to themselves that they can compete with one of these top teams.
Lions not able to get it, so they just challenge.
What a lob.
Good start here for Villanova in the third quarter. 7. I think it's 7 straight points, right? Am I correct? I know, 5 straight points.
They had it.
Didn't they?
I think they had.
Did they have 18?
Oh, they had 20.
They had 20 at the half, right? 60-20, yeah. So they got
60-20.
5-0 run here, 2 blocks to start. Finally, a basket for Marquette. Ish. Yes, Maximus, it does say 20. It is not a glitch. Do not adjust your screens. Sometimes you are the windshield. Sometimes you are the bug. Ooh, there's a foul. Almost an N1 on Gish. David Williams is yet to hit a free throw yet this season. I like his form, but misses them both.
Oh my goodness.
I feel like free throw successes last 2 or 3 seasons has gone down. Good defense. You gotta give Nova's playing D at least right now.
Yeah, they've stepped up a lot this second half, actually.
7-2 run to start. And that's with the starters out there, so. For the most part, we have not. I mean, we're gonna see blowouts. They do happen, but I will say so far this season we haven't seen a ton of them. Good ball movement by Nova. A 9-2 run here to start. Defense being the key here as Nova's got a couple blocks and a couple contests. Oh, Jones, backdoor cut. Nice play. Counted in 1. And that's an ill-advised foul. That's the stuff that they can't do.
Yeah. They can really, put an end to a run.
Lions trying to get the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Appreciate it. I know we started out red hot with 27. I know we're down to 17 viewers, but we appreciate you still sticking around and hanging out with us. Get those progression points if you are, if you're a progression player. 3 balls up, no good. Three ball, no good. Ball batted around. Gish gets it. Put back is good. Three ball, no good.
Open 3, no good.
Yeah. Blocked by
Ooh.
Hoyle. Turner double team. Something's going to be wide open now. Turner. Defense kind of moving around a lot here for Marquette. Brody. Oh, nice move. A little back behind the back there. Jackson now over to Williams. Ooh, nice throwdown.
Good find to the big man.
Pull up jumper by Turner. And he's had that shot available to him a few times.
Third quarter, 60%. Their field goal percentage has shot up a lot in this quarter.
Villanova's?
Yeah.
Yeah, starting to play better. I mean, if they played this way out of the gate and stayed like this, they'd be in much better shape. They wouldn't be down 36, but... White. 3 ball up, no good. Now to Pope. Screen there has got the baseline, decides to kick it back out now to Gay. 3 ball in and out, tipped around. Gilsack comes down with it.
Tried to fight down low, but just couldn't quite get it.
The question will be, for me anyway, reverse layup by Gilsack. Will Marquette get to the century mark? For Rusty's 100th coached game.
It's going to be very close. Very, very close.
I'm going to say they get into the 90s. They're not going to get there. That's my guess.
I'm going to say they get exactly 100.
I'm going to go 90, 91. 91, 93. 91, 93. Somewhere right there. Question is, where is Villanova going to end up at?
That's a good question. Hopefully 50.
I think they got to get to... I think the lowest ever... I think the lowest ever is 56? 52? I think it might be 52. Gotta look at the record book, but I think it's 52. Yeah, rough... Bondu, rough first quarter, rough first game. Excuse me, this Marquette has just played really good. It's been a rough game so far for Villanova. 3 in the books. Now we're looking to records. Will Marquette hit a record? Will Villanova be on the Hall of Shame video? Yeah, Hall of Shame later on. We'll have to wait and see. Fourth quarter coming your way. Get those 4s up in stream chat. Take a look at the State Farm assist of the game. Backdoor alley-oop. Actually, I like that one. That's actually one of the nicer alley-oops, especially because it was a one-handed catch. I give him props for the one-handed dunk there. I give it. I'm actually gonna.
It took some skill.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that an A actually. Probably because of the way he finished. Aker Wood trying to show us what it's like to slam without touching the rim. Sadly, the biggest loss I think anybody's lost by is by like 60.
Jeez.
But that was back in an era when we had, you know, when we had green chips that weren't yellow progression chips, right? Like they were 70 overall players, and I think, you know, you'd have a team that probably had like 7 or 8 of them on a team, and we're playing a team that was just like a top 10 team, you know. So, but again, we haven't seen this kind of blowout much at all this season. I think this might be only like the second big blowout we've seen, and that's been over like, you know, 20ish points. And I don't even think, you know, I've gotten to the point where I don't necessarily classify a blowout anymore by 20, because we've seen games where it's like, you know, a 10-point game going into the fourth quarter, and then all of a sudden, you know, late in the game, they're forcing threes to try to make it, and the other team is just capitalizing, and all of a sudden they win by 20. Like, I almost don't see that 20-point spooky always being a blowout per se, especially if the game is close for most of it. You know, because we do know basketball is a game of runs.
Yeah, very true.
Mullins for 2. Well, we shall see. Will we see some records here? I'm curious. I am curious now. Alright, let's look at the records for team games here. Third time's a charm. Yeah, they've killed them on the boards tonight. We actually don't have... How do we not have this written down? So the most points ever given up in regulation is 119. Sorry, the most points given up is 119. Well, my 93 is looking in jeopardy right now. The highest ever is in the double overtime game, 122 points.
Double OT, huh?
I don't know why. I don't know why we have. I don't know why we don't have the least points scored in the game. Now I don't know what the number is, because I thought it was. I wanted to say was it 52 or 46? I don't remember. I need C-Web to confirm. It's the free throws, 85-39.
Ooh, almost got the offensive rebound. Here we go by Villanova. They're trying not to be the lowest scoring team.
I want to say it's 52, but still got some time here. And this is why, you know, I've had conversations with coaches over the years about our cap system, right? And why do we have it when, you know, teams that are good that have, players that pack up and lean in and all that stuff, right? Was it in the 40s?
Mm-hmm.
Was it 46, Rusty? I know it. I thought it was 40s, but I didn't want to say it. I wish I knew the exact number, but I say this every season when coaches, especially the coaches that they complain about the cap and then have to cut players and so forth. The hard part is you don't want to see games like this, right? I mean, we started out with almost 30 viewers. We're down to 14, and nobody wants to watch a 40-point blowout.
Yeah, if I was Villanova, I would have tuned out. I've tuned out in my blowouts when I'm down like 22.
White for 3 is good there. But, if you think about it, it's not good for the league. I get guys don't want to, spend money and then be forced to cut people. Totally understand that. But, if the league itself is hitting the gym and investing and showing that, they want to do well. Ooh, nice play by Amari White. Where does it say that, Swoosh? It might be just 2 at a time in a stream. You can't do more than 2 is probably what it says. I think that might have been where I set the limit, 2 per stream. So if that's the case, just do it in the next game. Another 2 if you're gonna do it. But yeah, I mean, the rich feel like they're helping the lower end teams, but full transparency, we don't want teams with 50 cap and teams with 20 cap. Like, it's just, you're going to see games like this. And Villanova is not on a 20 cap. I'm saying that as an example. But, that's why, parity is important. When we have good competitive games, that's what everybody wants to see, right? So it's definitely a fine line to walk. I mean, this game is just all momentum. Yeah, so Swoosh, if it's not going to let you do it, don't worry about it. If it lets you redeem it, redeem them. It's fine. I got to change that if it says that. I think I was trying to say not more than 2 per stream, so. Just make sure you screenshot the whole thing. Swoosh has been a CSBA member for quite some time. Just redeemed 75,000 points for 5 hot zones.
Jeez.
Oh, better than him spending $25 in the store. So,
True that.
I tried to add some things to encourage people. All right, now the question is, will Marquette get to 100 here? Gish trying to get it for Rusty. Can't get the first one there. Time to grind again, Swoosh. 130 to get a point. Will Marquette do it? I'm going to say yes at this point. Although I could see Marquette slipping here.
Or sing.
Yeah, you can get 5 hot zones. We stopped doing the cold zones. You can't get more than 3 hot zones, though, in a row, like in a ring. So, you can't own all 5 3-point ones around the outside. You have to get 3 on the outside as the max you can get. Then you can get 2, somewhere in the mid-range, interior, or whatever. This way, guys aren't just pure 3-point shooters. And Aaron Ike does it for Rusty.
101.
But you don't want hot zones without the hot zone hunter badge there, Mort.
Very true. But with those two combinations, you can become a lethal shooter.
Yep.
That is one of the caveats of 2K20.
Yes, sir. Thought you were going back.
No.
Alright, head up.
Deep shot.
You were on pace for 120. That is true. They were on pace for 40, so.
Dang.
Alright. The pain and suffering is over as we can now put Villanova out of their misery. Congratulations to the Golden Eagles getting Rusty his 100th. Getting him a win on his 100th coach career game. Congratulations.
Got 100 for his 100. He got 100 for his 100.
Alright, let's go through the team comparison here. I mean, look at the 22. Right. Sorry, not 22. 12 more shot opportunities.
The only thing Villanova had more was they had 2 more blocks. And possession time.
And Marquette ties the rebounding record at 43 to Butler in season 10.
Eesh.
43. So they go in the record books. There it is.
On his 100th game, too.
That's crazy. What else stands out? Anything else stand out for you?
Points in the paint is pretty crazy. 20 to 68. Marquette was just absolutely crushing the rim.
Yeah, points in the paint. Absolutely huge
And
disparity.
their bench, too. Their bench went off for Marquette.
Still not anywhere near the record. Duke season 8, 86 points in the paint, which is just insane. But yeah.
What about that bench point? So their bench outscored their starters.
You know what?
For Marquette.
That is not something that we've kept track of.
But that's pretty crazy, though. To say the least.
Bench
65
you know what?
bench points.
I'm gonna put that in there too because I have a feeling that's got to be close to a record. I would think. Can't confirm.
That's crazy, though.
Cannot confirm it, but I will put that in there and ask C-Web if that's a legit record. All right, let's go to the box scores because we got more games to go here, especially our game at 10 o'clock. On the losing side, William Davis, 15 and 2, 6 of 9, shooting 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Yowzers, minus 37. Debbie Turner, 8 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 of 10. Just not a good night for Turner. Williams, 5 points on 2 of 6 shooting. Wow, it just drops off a cliff. Look at it. One guy in double figures. That's crazy. Sugar Mama, 4 points, 3 boards, 3 assists. Billy Hoyle, 4 points, 6 rebounds, 3 blocks, 2 of 4. Pierce Mullins, 4 points, 2 assists. Matt Gay, 4 points, 3 assists, 1 block, 1 of 7, 1 of 6 from downtown. Andre Pope, 3 points, 2 boards, assists, a steal, 1 of 6. Dante Jackson, 2 points, a rebound, 2 assists, 1 of 4. And Joseph King, 2 points. I mean, that is not good at all. I mean, obviously we know when they don't score that many points, big reason why. But break us down here on winning side here.
Aker Wood with 27 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists from the bench, too. Dan Gilsack, 18 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists. Crazy double-double. Archer Ike, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Brand Diddley, 11 points, a rebound, 2 assists, and a steal. Jimmy Lyons Jr. with 9 points. Freddie Brody, 7 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal.
Yeah, didn't shoot the ball very efficiently, 3 of 11.
Amari White with 7 points, a rebound, 7 assists, and a steal.
Nice job. Almost a double-double, but with the assists being the double.
Jason Gish with 4 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Diddy Langston with 4 points, 5 rebounds, and an assist and a block. Tyler Love with 2 points, 6 rebounds, an assist, and a block.
All right, I was going to wrap it up here as Marquette takes Nova to the woodshed tonight here in this Big East matchup. Certainly something Villanova is going to need to lick their wounds on tonight, but hopefully they can figure a way to flip the script in their next game and get back to playing the way we saw them play at the beginning of the season. Congratulations to Marquette, who had a phenomenal game, win this one 101-51 for Spooky. I'm Wired. We'll see you guys here in a few minutes with our game of the night, Duke, Georgia Tech, in the ACC conference matchup.